What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Year in Matches 1993 Part 3. This is the final part of me talking about some of my favorite matches and the best matches that happened in 93. This is the final part. The next Year in Matches, whenever I decide to do it, will be 1994. And I believe, I don't know. I believe 93 had better matches than 94. I do believe that. So, I'm going to go back. Some matches I missed from January or May or June. So this is part 3, the Year in Matches 1993. I'm going to go all the way back to January. I think it was in January 93, New Japan Pro Wrestling held their Wrestle Kingdom show. I don't know if it was called Wrestle Kingdom in 93, but they held the big show at the Tokyo Egg Dome every January. I believe they started doing that in, I think, 89 or 90. I don't know. Or 91. In the beginning, in 91 and 92, they did their WCW in New Japan. Worked together to put on their Super Show. So basically, this was New Japan's WrestleMania show. In January 93, the Great Muta, Hulk Hogan. That was kind of weird. I actually have the match on a DVD somewhere in my room. But it was kind of weird that Hogan went to New Japan first before he came back for WrestleMania 9. But it was cool to see Hogan against the Great Muta. I thought it was a good match. I don't remember who won, but I enjoyed it. Great Muta against Hulk Hogan. I thought it was good. And the fans, I'm sure, I don't really remember the crowd reaction, but I think the fans were happy to see Hogan. So more matches in this part 3 of the Year in Matches from 1993. Let's go back to the spring, May 93, Monday Night Raw. I don't know what the date was, but it was in May of 93. The 1-2-3 Kid. Basically, he was used as an enhancement talent to put over other superstars. He was looked at as a jobber. He was a good worker. Before he was in WWF, he was a really good light heavyweight. And good worker, but he was never pushed until Razor Ramon put over the 1-2-3 Kid on Raw. And then he got his name, the 1-2-3 Kid, from defeating Razor Ramon. And the crowd in 93, until Razor turned babyface in I think August 93, he was babyface. So until he was babyface, the crowd was always chanting at Razor Ramon, 1-2-3, 1-2-3. 1-2-3 Kid defeats Razor on Monday Night Raw from the Manhattan Center. The crowd exploded. It was shocking. It was a shocking upset victory. 1-2-3 Kid went up top and hit him with a moonsault for the 3 count. Before 1-2-3 Kid won, he was pretty dominated. He was getting his ass kicked for most of the match. So, more matches, or another match from Monday Night Raw. In May of 93, actually a title change on Raw. Might have been one of the first title changes in Monday Night Raw history. For the Intercontinental title, Shawn Michaels defended against his former partner, Marty Jannetty. They had a really good match. Marty won the IC title, got a huge pop. And then I believe he lost it a week later, probably because he fucked up again and failed a drug test or something, or no-showed. I don't know what happened to him. Marty, your entire career basically, except for in the 80s, in the early 90s, Marty fucked himself over. And he's to blame for screwing his own career up. Nobody else is to blame for it. Because Vince was pushing you. You won the IC title and you must have screwed up or did something fucking stupid because you were gone in like a month. Then you were back again. I think at SummerSlam 93, he's back again. And he's back at Survivor Series 93. And then he's gone again for like 2 whole years. Over 2 years. So another match from Monday Night Raw. By the way, Shawn Marty for the IC title. That was on a May episode of Raw. So this was in July or August. I believe maybe September. The Steiner brothers on Raw. The Steiners against the Quebecers. It was like, I forgot the name of the gimmick match. It was a gimmick match. I don't think the Steiners were allowed to punch the Quebecers in the face. It was some weird type of rules from Canada, some Canadian rules. But I thought it was good. Steiners hit a ton of suplexes. They didn't need to punch. And the Steiners Quebecers matches were always really good. And that was on Raw. So let's go back to June, Monday Night Raw. From June, Hacksaw Jim Duggan took on Shawn Michaels for the IC title in a lumberjack match. This match is really entertaining. Not because of the in-ring action. The crowd was on fire. The crowd was doing all these different chants at the Manhattan Center. They were on fire. A couple of the chants, or one of the chants was, Shawn is gay. Shawn is gay. That was hilarious. Anyways, nobody thought Shawn was really gay. They were just chanting it, probably get under his skin, because that's what the New York fans do. Again, before the match even started, Hacksaw Jim Duggan went to the outside of the ring, and Yokozuna was one of the lumberjacks on one side of the ring all by himself. I guess everybody else was scared of him. And Hacksaw punched Yokozuna and knocked him down on his ass. That was pretty damn funny. And then Mr. Perfect was feuding with Shawn Michaels. And Mr. Perfect threw Shawn Michaels, just threw him back in the ring constantly. And what was really funny, and I will always remember this, Shawn Michaels came out on crutches, saying, I can't defend the IC title. I was attacked by Mr. Perfect. Bobby Heenan on commentary was great. He was like selling it, like super putting it over, saying Shawn Michaels was attacked earlier. He cannot compete. He's lucky he can even walk, and he's not in a wheelchair. Well then, Mr. Perfect, I believe Shawn was walking out. Mr. Perfect grabbed him, turned him around, started attacking Shawn, threw him in the ring. Shawn Michaels then runs up to the ropes, yelling at Mr. Perfect, and then without crutches, so obviously he's not injured. Then Shawn Michaels was like telling Mr. Perfect, get in here, get in here. And Bobby Heenan on commentary yells, it's a miracle, it's a miracle. He can walk. Or he's healed. That was funny as hell. Epic. Again, Bobby Heenan, the greatest heel commentator of all time. And the guy was super funny. The guy was definitely, could have been a stand-up comedian. So let's go now to WCW. In the summer of 93, some matches from WCW. The Clash of Champions from July, I think it was July. June or July Clash of Champions. It was Ric Flair, Arn Anderson, the Four Horsemen. They were baby faces against the Hollywood Blondes for the tag titles. I believe it's 2 out of 3 falls. And it was really damn good. From Clash of Champions again, the same show. Too Cold Scorpio took on Barry Windham for the NWA title. That was a damn good match, I thought. Another match from the same Clash of Champions, a 6-man tag. Sting, Dustin Rhodes, Davey Boy Smith took on the team of Sid, Vader, and Rick Rude. The crowd was on fire, and it was a really good, entertaining, action-packed 6-man tag. Now let's go to WCW Beach Blast 93, Beach Blast 93 pay-per-view. Here were some good matches I enjoyed that were on it. And definitely I thought were really good matches in 93. From Beach Blast, Arn Anderson, Paul Roma. Paul Roma just joined the Horsemen like a month ago or 2 months ago. And the Horsemen again were baby faces. That was weird. That Arn Anderson, Ric Flair were cheered as the Horsemen. So Arn Anderson, Paul Roma. By the way, Paul Roma, I just want to say Paul Roma was a damn good worker. Really good. Really good tag team wrestler. Paul Roma was in the Young Stallions. And he had to carry Jim Powers. He was also part of Power and Glory. He's also part of the Horsemen. He was also part of Pretty Wonderful with Paul Orndorff. So Paul Roma, really good tag team wrestler. So Arn and Paul Roma took on the Hollywood Blondes. That was a hell of a tag team match for the WCW tag titles. I think it went 20 or 30 minutes. Ric Flair, Barry Windham for the NWA title. Ric Flair wins it for the 10th time Ric Flair became a world champion at Beach Blast. Also from Beach Blast, I already gave that match out. I already said Sting and Davey Boy against Vader and Sid from Beach Blast. That was also, I think that was in part 2. This is part 3, the year in matches, 1993. Let's go on to WWF SummerSlam. 2 matches from there, from SummerSlam. The first one was for the WWF tag team titles. I believe the Steiners still were the tag champs. Steiner brothers against the Heavenly Bodies. Really good tag team action. Really good tag match. Both teams were just great tag team wrestlers. Really good tag teams. Steiners, Heavenly Bodies. Another match I thought was good from SummerSlam 93. Razor Ramon, Ted DiBiase. I thought that was good. Another one from SummerSlam 93. I'm pretty sure I did write it down. Bret Hart had to take on, he's supposed to take on Jerry Lawler, but Lawler was acting like he's injured in a car crash, so he wouldn't wrestle. Instead, Lawler got Doink, the evil Doink, the heel Doink, the original Doink, the best Doink, Matt Bourne to replace him. So Doink the Clown replaced Jerry Lawler. Doink and Bret had a really good match. Bret defeated him. And then it was time for Jerry Lawler to get in the ring and face Bret. He did not want to get in. I believe at one point Jerry Lawler, this was when he's like at the height and on the top of being a heel in the WWF. Jerry Lawler, I believe, or Doink the Clown maybe, threw water on Bret Hart's brothers, Owen and Bruce Hart. And they were pissed that they got water thrown on them. And they were trying to attack Jerry Lawler. So Jerry Lawler then and Bret Hart, they had a really good match. And felt kind of long. Well, Bret had to wrestle like over 30 minutes, I believe. And just Bret Hart, the guy had great endurance, never got blown up ever. The guy was damn good and had 2 matches on SummerSlam 93. Doink the Clown, then Jerry Lawler. And both of them I thought were really good. And Bret Hart had the sharpshooter on Lawler and would not release it. A whole bunch of officials had to try to get him to break it. He didn't want to break it because Lawler would not shut up. For like the entire spring and summer, he was talking trash about Bret Hart's father and mother. At one point on Raw in 93, Lawler was in the crowd right next to Bret's parents, and he was like making fun of them over and over, joke after joke, ripping them. I think that's when Bret was facing Fatu of the Head Shrinkers on Raw in a really good match. Some more matches, year-end matches. More matches from 93. Fall Brawl, WCW Fall Brawl, Ric Flair, Rick Rude for the NWA title or International title, whatever the hell it was called. Rick Rude, I think it's 2 out of 3 falls. Anyways, Fall Brawl, 93 Fall Brawl, 93 Ric Flair, Rick Rude was really damn good. Rick Rude won, became International World Champion, or whatever, NWA Champion, whatever they were calling it. So let's go to August or July 93. WCW Saturday Night, I believe, is the main event, and I think it was like 20 or 30 minutes long. It was really damn good. Ric Flair was still NWA champion. I think this was in July 93. Sadly, it's not on the network yet because they don't have the July 93 episodes or August episodes of Saturday Night yet. I hope they upload those till the end of 93. I hope they do that within 1 or 2 months. Because I really do enjoy watching WCW Saturday nights on the network. Because I never got to see any of those episodes as a kid. I didn't have cable in 93. So, Sting Ric Flair from WCW Saturday Night, July or August 93 for the NWA title. It was a damn good match. It was a long match, but damn good. Of course, I think it was a DQ finish, I think. Sid or Vader ran in or something. So let's go to November. Let's go back to May. I think it was May or April or February, something like that. Vader took on Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Again, I think it was either February or May 93, WCW Saturday Night. It's either February, March, or April, or May. Ricky Steamboat Vader, I think it's for the WCW World title. It was really damn good on WCW Saturday Night. I believe that episode is on the network, on the WWE Network, Vader Steamboat from a WCW Saturday Night. That was a really good match in 93. Now let's go to the fall, almost winter of 93. Let's go to November 93. You had a Clash of Champions, I believe, in November 93. Stunning Steve Austin took on Brian Pillman. They broke up. No longer the Hollywood Blondes. Brian Pillman turned babyface. This was a really good match. Brian Pillman, stunning Steve Austin from a November Clash of Champions. Maybe it's a December clash, but I think it's November. So let's go to WWF Survivor Series 93. Did not have that many good matches, but this I thought was one of them. It did go pretty damn long. Felt like it was never going to end, but it was still good. The Hart family in a Survivor Series elimination match. Again, from Survivor Series 93. The Hart family took on Jerry Lawler's Knights. You had a blue knight, a red knight, and a black knight. They were under masks. One of them was actually Kane. Under one of the masks. I don't know which one he was, either the red or blue or black knight. But one of them was Kane. And at this time in 93, Kane, I believe, if you don't know Kane, Glenn Jacobs, the guy's a mayor now of some town in, I think, Tennessee, or Knoxville, somewhere like in Tennessee. Anyways, at the time, Glenn Jacobs, Kane was, I think, in Smoky Mountain Wrestling in 93. So WWF had a working relationship with Jim Cornette and Smoky Mountain. So they brought in Kane. And then, of course, in 95, they would hire him and give him one of the worst gimmicks ever, the dentist, Dr. Isaac Yankum. God-awful shit, stupid gimmick. So the Hart family, the Knights, was a match of 93 because of Bobby Heenan on commentary. The guy was hilarious. The guy kept ripping the Hart family and Stu Hart. He kept making fun of them. It was hilarious. So now let's go to WCW Starrcade matches. So these are the final matches of 93, in my opinion. From Starrcade 93, stunning Steve Austin, Dustin Rhodes for the U.S. title. 2 out of 3 falls. It was really good. Steven Regal. Nowadays, we know him as the GM of NXT, William Regal, but Steven Regal took on Ricky Steamboat for the TV title. It was really damn good. I think it was a time limit draw. I don't really remember. But you put Steven Regal on one side of the ring against Ricky Steamboat, that will always be a good match because both guys were just out of this world, tremendous wrestlers and workers. 2 of the best. So they were never going to have a bad match. So then after Steve Regal, Ricky Steamboat at Starrcade, we had the main event. Ric Flair, Vader for the WCW World title. It was really damn good. Really damn good. Ric Flair, Vader from Starrcade 93. If you've never watched it, watch it on the network. Maybe you can hear in the background, it's raining out pretty damn hard, thunderstorming out. So anyways, hope you enjoyed. Let me check that I read all of the matches I wrote down. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the Year in Matches 1993 Part 3. The next one I will do, the next Year in Matches will be on 1994. Hope you enjoyed 93. Check out my Year in Matches playlist. Also, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also, please, I would appreciate it. Follow me on Twitter at WWE NXT Guy, but mostly share my videos and subscribe. And give me thumbs up. Give me a thumbs down. I don't care, but I would really appreciate it if you share my videos and subscribe. Because I don't need any more Twitter followers. I have enough. I never thought I'd get that many in the first place. Hope you enjoyed the Year in Matches 93. I already said that, but I enjoyed doing it. Bye for now, everybody.